Okay.
Yeah. We're good.
It's all nice. House nice and quiet. Everyone eating. Literally,
Tank top Tommy.
I think Tommy Meatballs. No, Tommy Cheese Balls.
Yeah, but I called him Tank Top Tommy.
Yeah.
Tank Top Tommy.
Because he would wear the guinea tee.
What was it?
It was a true life episode. It was I don't know if it I don't know if it's I'm from the Jersey Shore.
I gotta take these headphones
I don't
off.
know. I think you said something along the lines of like two-time Tommy or something, or
No,
it was something with time. I don't know what the first T stood for. This is
my God.
everyone knows this episode's so famous. It actually was. People did start finding it during COVID.
I have to wear the headphones.
Okay, that's fine.
I just fuck. All right.
All right, that's fine. I'm not.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right. But I think if that's the case, you probably have to take the hat off if it's going to suffocate. That's what she was saying before. She was saying about it suffocating her.
But my hair looks really bad.
No, I don't think so.
It does.
I don't.
Flat
No, I don't think it.
and gray.
No. It looks just fine.
Oh, I look terrible.
No, you don't.
I do. I look so bad.
No, stop.
It's been a rough week.
Right. But
Two-time Tommy.
I don't know.
Tank. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. We have to rewatch that episode.
That I don't think they have it up anymore. Like I think because like once people started realizing that like a lot of people were watching it over COVID, they were like, "Yeah."
It's so good. It's like what the Jersey Shore.
I think it's like I have a
had to look
home
forward
share or summer share. I think that might have been what the episode was called. But yeah. And obviously, I grew up in New Jersey, so like that was very nostalgic for me because that's a place. Seaside was a place I went to very often as a kid.
You took the oven's going.
Oven's going, yeah. Oof.
Oh, we're making dinner.
Yeah, I gotta remember. We had some.
I forgot to turn the oven on.
You did.
You were like.
I was like, did you plan on starting it? And you're like, yeah, because we got sweet potatoes and chicken. I'm like, no, I know what's in there. I'm just asking because it's frozen. Still,
and you're like you didn't. I was like, "Fuck, shit." And Petey was taking a shit in the yard.
He was. Oh, thank God for that. Yeah.
And now
we love that.
Oh, look, he's licking the bowl clean. He ate his dinner.
Good.
Give him. Good boy. Did you eat all your dinner?
I put the microphone not where it should be. I just didn't realize.
You put it on your.
I like it was
dangly bits.
I'm not happy. I'm embarrassed. I'm already like we're only 3 minutes in.
He just flipped his bowl like a Flipadelphia.
I was like we're 3 minutes in. We could just scratch this whole thing, right?
Curl. So Curly just jumped on the window.
You know what's interesting is that I know that we have other options to how to film it. I like still the idea of like I don't know, there's something about like seeing the top of the chair that really makes me happy because I know probably out there it probably infuriates people, and just to know that I'm getting under their skin just gives me so much happiness.
You like that?
I do, yeah.
I'm really OCD.
Because like we have a standing, like we do have we have a standing tripod with a light and everything.
With a light and everything.
Yeah. And we're just like, no, maybe we'll try it. Maybe when we get to episode like 50 or something, we'll do it as like a milestone. Like, how does this look? Not that we'll take any opinion to it, but I don't know what else you want.
I'm going to tell you this.
Curly. Petey and Curly.
It's been a hell of a week. Yeah. It's been a hell of a day. I just fed you. You went out back. And you took a shit in the yard. I played with you.
Do you need more food?
Do you need more food?
Is that all you need? Okay.
Do you want some more dinner?
You want dinner? Yeah, he's just hungry.
You better hope and pray you're hungry.
You want food? We can get you food. That's easy. That's an easy ask. But all you have to do is ask. Because you're being kind of
You gotta take a picture of Curly.
You kind of being rude.
We have
Like you're kind of.
Of course he's gonna move. Why do cats do that? It's like they know. Oh, they're about to capture me being cute.
Yep,
Can't have that.
Can't do it now.
Yeah, Petey
right,
did flip the bowl.
Yep. So let's just get him. Let's get him some food and
Okay.
immobilize him that way.
All right. You throw a Benadryl in there too while you're out. I'm just kidding.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
We do not advocate that.
But could you blame us?
Yeah, you got to remember. There's a camera. There are people. This goes out to people. This goes out to the public.
I don't. Would never do that.
No. Yes, thank you.
I would never.
Because that was not what anyone else was thinking until you just said that.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have thought. Give that dog a Benadryl.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this food before this goes down a rabbit hole that neither one of us can get out of.
Right. I love you.
I love you. There we go.
You're really cool.
Come on, hey.
Petey, please leave your brother alone. You hassle him every week, every day, but Curly's been acting weird today, man. He didn't really want any cuddles, and I think it's because he wanted to be brushed. And Curly likes being brushed, and he likes being loved on, and he likes to sleep in your arms. He likes cuddles. He likes cat tubes with the cat tube stuff. He likes that. He chews his own nails off, which is super cool. And he's the fluffiest, sweetest creature on the planet. Sometimes he bites me, and that is unwarranted and not consensual. But he's working on it. He does sneeze a lot. That's gotten a little bit better since the possible herpes diagnosis. Feline herpes. 1 in 5 cats has it. That's not true. I don't know that for a fact. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's been a hell of a week, guys. We're really late filming the podcast and getting it out. And we're sorry. We apologize. But Mommy had to go to urgent care this week. And I'm getting my... I went in to get tested for another tick bite.
Before you go further, were you pitching Curly like? It sounded like you were like almost pitching him like a dating website.
His dog food.
Like, hey, this is a good look. Like you're like, does have herpes. Just want to make sure to put that up front that he, you got, if you want to be part of his life, it's gonna be for the long term.
You better love this cat.
Yeah, like because it does come with a little bit of baggage.
Even if they die, you're still left with,
a part of them.
That herpalurp.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about feline herpes in this country much. So maybe that's our...
Hi, my name is Cynthia Bourne.
Nope.
And for
$7.25
a day, you can save all of the felines with herpes. Don't you want to save cats? Don't you? Do you hate cats? Now do it. Hi, my name is Cynthia Bourne. And every day, cats find out that they have herpes.
They don't find out every day. Like
every day.
Every day.
1 million cats find out that they have
1 million cats. All right.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Bourne.
Yep, there we go. Just restart it. That's how you make it work.
Cut. Okay.
This is just as bad as when Artie Lang tried recording a PSA for George Takei about like not using like foul language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It didn't go very well.
Hi, my name is Audie Ling.
Yeah,
Fuck. Whores.
Oh, sorry, Lang. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were. I'm getting us on track.
Back.
Yeah, I'm getting us back on, which is very. I
Back
want to be very
on
clear.
track. All right.
Can we be very clear though that getting back on track and recognizing it is very seldom in this
Hey!
show. Very seldom in this show.
Chicken wing. Good job. You're so hot.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Anyways, yeah. Mommy had to go to the vet. I mean, the doctor this week. I had to go.
You went to the vet. You went to the vet.
I went to the doctor.
You went
I had
to
curly.
the vet.
I had feline
That's
herpes.
what you said. You went to the vet.
I had feline
Like
herpes on
that.
the
That
brain.
makes me wonder. What do you believe you are?
There's so much cat hair on this mic right now.
Yes, I'm aware.
I'm gonna get the. Can I
stop
get the lint
avoiding the
roller?
question.
What?
I asked you why. Why would you say vet? Do you feel like you're not? Like, do you identify as something different than I think as a human, other than human?
No, I just had cat herpes on the brain.
No, that's
And
the worst.
And vet came out, and I tried not to make a big deal out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it was casual, and then I caught it for a second, and I was
didn't
I had a
mean to
delayed
say it.
reaction to it. Keep eating, Petey. Thank you.
On Wednesday, I went to urgent care.
Shout out.
I have a lot to say. I'm not going to say which urgent care I went to,
Of course
or
not.
which hospital affiliation I went to, because that would reveal a lot about where Freddie and I are. And a lot of people that watch probably already know where Freddie and I are from, but we don't really like talking about that.
Yeah, it's fine. It was
And we like to be anonymous.
Yeah, right. Anyway, go on.
And so, anonymity.
Sorry. I'm just trying to keep us focused because I know we'll go down the rabbit hole.
So I gotta get up here in a second, but I can't remember what I was gonna get up for. I was laughing so hard. Oh my god, it'll come to me.
So urgent care.
Anyways, urgent care.
on,
Okay, come on, Petey. Your dog food fuck stinks, dude. So on Wednesday, I went to urgent care.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to go, but I've had 2 different tick illnesses within the last year. And
Yes.
one that I have still. And so I haven't been feeling great we were sick for a couple weeks, but I did get bit by a tick really bad a couple of months ago, and I still have a scar on my hip from it. And it's the only time this year that I've gotten bit by a tick. But that one did it. And as soon as I pulled it out, I'm like, I'm going to get sick off this son of a bitch. I just know it because it was in there, man.
And remind me, how long ago was this again?
Oh, it just makes my skin crawl.
Like how it was because it was a
It was
while
2
back.
months ago.
Yeah.
It was 2 months ago. And really, I probably should have went to the doctor then. It wouldn't have mattered because I found out that my insurance was terminated. Oh, woohoo. But that's okay because we're married and we're going to get that taken care of.
Yep.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of, I was like, really? Fuck. That sucks. But we're going to be fine. And I was way more concerned about just being sick. Because, Curly, get out of Petey's dog food. You can't eat this, Curly. Listen. You can't eat that. Oh, God, I don't want to. Can you put this in the fridge, please, babe?
Petey, you're gonna eat more of it?
Oh, it smells so bad. I really hate his food.
Petey, you gonna eat more?
So, I wasn't feeling well for... I'd say, like, this one's been weird. There's been a big ebb and flow with the way I've been feeling, but I have gotten a lot of muscle cramps. And when I have the muscle cramps... Frog in my throat. Put on the board. When I have the muscle cramps, I'm like, shit, something's wrong. And after the first tick bite, last year I had ehrlichiosis. That I let go way too long before I got medical attention, and when I went to the ER, I was literally like writhing. It was awful. It felt like when I weaned off of pain medication after my gallbladder surgery. I felt like I was just crawling out of my skin. And I had a feeling it was a tick bite then. And of course, when you go to the emergency room or urgent care and you have a hunch of what it could be that is causing your sickness, there's a part of you that's like, I hope I'm right.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it is positive for that because I kind of don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
So I was right. I never went to the ER urgent care for a tick bite ever until a year ago. And when I went, I knew it was a tick bite. And there it was, tick bite. Well, we've talked about that. We talked about doxycycline. Go back and listen to our other episodes because doxycycline's what got me. Excuse me. That's doxycycline. That's gross. Is what got me off of nicotine because I couldn't stop shitting myself. So I have to be feeling pretty fucking bad to go to an urgent care and ask for doxycycline because like I did not. I've been putting this off for a while.
That was like you battled, like I said, you battled the doxycycline. It was almost like it was his own illness.
The last time it was.
Yeah.
It was awful. And I was
because it was like such trial and error figuring out what was gonna work best for you to be able to get through it. Because you actually said like I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
You said that.
Well, with Alpha-Gal, definitely. Like before I found out I had Alpha-Gal. Because that was a tricky one. That definitely also felt like a tick bite. But that was weird. But like, it didn't feel at all like Ehrlichia. But with both and with this one, it's my feet. My feet will start aching. And it's like your joints ache in such a weird, awful way. It's not, like I said, it's not, you just, when you get bit by a tick and you start feeling the symptoms, if you do contract anything from it, it doesn't feel like anything else, to me anyways. It's like, oh, this is a tick bite. Oh, this is a tick bite.
When you, I don't think I've ever really asked you this, like, because it all kind of just happened so fast, because once we found out the diagnosis, we were
keep it okay. So I'd like to
sure
reiterate.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was supposed to have rehearsal Tuesday night with the End Times, and I had to cancel, and because we have a big show coming up soon, and I really didn't. I was halfway to town. Before I called you and said, I can't do this. Like, this is not a
you
good
and I had
idea.
that conversation because you pretty much. I figured out now that usually if you're kind of contemplating it, it's usually because you shouldn't be going.
Yeah.
Is what we've come to realization. Like because most of the time when you start having that dilemma, you don't follow through with it for good reason. Like you do, and that keep in mind when we first started dating, that was not the case. You just talked about your gallbladder situation. Keep in mind, you did a gig 4 days post surgery.
That was bad.
And everybody, including myself, said that was dumb. That was dumb.
I would like to take this time to apologize to everyone involved with that because that was selfish, but I also had come from a situation where I think that I still was dealing with trauma responses.
Sure.
That was definitely a trauma response.
For sure.
Nobody stopped me, though.
Petey.
Oh, Peeper. Come on. You're getting too worked up, puppy. You okay? You crazy boy. You're all right. So I have not gotten all of my test results back yet, but I would like to talk really quick about my doctor's visit because... number one, ticks are the devil. They're the fucking devil, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Because I can still, I'm on an antibiotic right now, but I can still, my muscles are still really tight. And So on Tuesday, I cancel rehearsal, and then I come home. I don't really remember anything after getting home. I remember calling Mom, and they were camping. Her and Scott were camping, and I was like, "Can one of y'all take me to urgent care in the morning?" And Scott ended up taking me, frog in my throat, and.
Oh, I've lost count already. But there's been quite a lot.
So, me and Scotty Sweatpants, went to urgent care, and it was an adventure. First of all, there was a really bad car accident on the interstate, and there was a fatality. So, we had to go the back road, which I'm fine with because those are my stomping grounds. I get to drive through, like, my hometown and stuff, which is cool. And then we got to the urgent care, but instead of going to, like, a standalone urgent care, we went to an urgent care connected to, like, a big hospital because if I knew I was going to have to get labs done. And I was like, I just want to go get labs done. Like, I want to walk out of here, get labs done, and I don't want to go all over town. I ended up having to do that anyway, so whatever. Anyways, I saw the nurse practitioner at the urgent care, and it was like she just didn't know what to do with me. And she used like this app on her phone that I'm only assuming was an AI app to listen to our conversation, which I was like, I was really uncomfortable. I was really uncomfortable on Wednesday. It wasn't as bad as when I had Erlichia the first time, but I was pretty irritable. Like, I was ready to get out of there. Because the other thing that I get with these tick bites, and I've gotten it with Alpha-Gal and with Erlichia, is the brain zaps. And for any of y'all out there that have ever weaned off of an antidepressant or an SNRI or an SWIRI, I was on Effexor. And whenever I weaned off of Effexor, I got these brain zaps. And it's like these weird headaches that can just, the word should describe it, brain zaps. I get those with tick bites too, and I started getting those slightly on Monday, and I was like, fuck. And so I was telling her this on Wednesday, the nurse practitioner, and she was like, well, I don't really know how to treat you because we don't know if it's a tick bite yet. And I was like, I'm going to tell you, like, this is not my first rodeo.
Yeah, please do not put yourself in, like, I can definitely attest that most definitely 99.99% this is tick related.
Nobody knows what to do with me because they see how many, like, tick illnesses I've had within the last year, and they're just like, God damn, girl, how you can't eat shit. And I'm like, no, I can't. And, yeah, life is great. It's awesome. It hasn't affected me at all. I'm just like a fucking pin cushion.
It's actually been a blessing.
Yeah, it's
such a blessing. Because that's how you're trying to disguise it as. You're like, it's all great. I mean, clearly being sarcastic. But
such a blessing.
Such a blessing.
So I told this nurse, I said, you shut up, bitch. And she did. She was really nice. But she was pissing me off. And I can't blame anybody because, yeah, I wouldn't know what to do either if somebody walked into my office was trying to tell me how to do my job. But I told her how to do her job. I was like, this is all you need to do for me right now. I need you to order labs, and I'm going to walk down the hallway, and I'm going to get those labs. And then I need you to prescribe me doxycycline. And you can ask your AI what that is. I don't want it, but I need it. Mm-hmm. I hate this drug.
That's like adulting right there. When you know, you're like, I know this is going to make me feel like crap, but I know it's going to be the thing that helps me.
I know.
What maturity. And I mean that sincerely because like you absolutely were like, never again, never again.
I'll do anything to get.
And yet you were like, I have to admit defeat, and I'm not gonna risk it. I mean, I know it's gonna work, but I don't want to do it.
I was really conflicted, yeah, because Well, by Wednesday I wasn't conflicted. I mean,
You were like, yeah, I gotta submit.
I'm
I have
at
to
this
submit.
point. I really hope I have a tick bite because of the hoops. We're not even done yet. The hoops that I had to go through just to get what I needed to get done.
Yeah, because today.
And I'm really glad I didn't go to the ER.
Well,
Well, we'll get to today
Yeah.
because
Because
this is now
kinda-
Friday. This was Wednesday. We're now
Yeah,
at Friday.
yeah.
Okay. Petey, stop.
yeah, I'm really wondering what is. It's
Listen, stop it.
getting old.
Up here now.
It's getting old,
You
man.
want to go into timeout? One more time, if I have to tell you or threaten timeout to you one more time, you're going.
Yeah, man, I would listen.
Give me a kiss. Thank you. Thank you. Very cute.
Hey,
You're a good boy.
that kiss needed to mean something,
It was cute. It was a little light kiss.
but you need to mean it.
Don't do it.
Don't fuck up
Your
your
attention
chance.
span is this long. Because he immediately looked down and he's like, I'm going to rip that cat apart.
He's about to start.
Say it. Do you want to go into timeout? We're going to get this done. Give us 30 more minutes, okay? And then we're going to take you for a night WALK.
Oh, great. He learned how to spell.
Ugh. So, anyways, you're going to go into timeout. Don't think about barking at me again because you look like you're going to bark at me again. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, timeout. You're going to go into timeout. Ready? All right, take him into timeout.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this time.
You want to go in timeout? Mommy does not want to get up.
I don't want to get up out of here.
Come
Oh,
here, baby.
that's how he gets you. That's how he gets
Sit
you.
on mama. Come here. Sit on mommy. Come here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh wow. That's all. That's really what he wants.
So she was very apprehensive, this nurse practitioner, and she was like, I don't know if that's, I'm like, oh my God, just give me the drugs. And so she ordered the labs.
Prescription.
And I went down the hallway and so the lab department is, I've been to this.
I'm sorry. Did you just get that now?
No, I'm thinking about the lab
Oh,
department.
okay. Fair enough.
Because I'm thinking about what I'm about to say, which is like, this story is wild. Babe, he's got to go into timeout. Okay, hold on. Let me put him in timeout.
Okay.
Because, like, in order for me to tell this story, he's got to stop. Oh, my God, you're so heavy. You're so heavy.
He looks like a burnt.
I love you, baby.
You know, like when people like
Baby boy, you got to chill out.
they do the pigs, they do like the pig roasts. He looks like a miniature pig. Like a miniature pig that was roasted for far too long. And it was like, you know, like a school project for the kids of Hawaii or wherever those pig roasts take place.
Hawaii.
And they're like, what happened, class? And they're like, oh, we forgot about it. And he looked like a burnt
He's-
pig.
We'll let him out here in a minute. He's pissed.
Burnt baby, yeah.
Burnt baby.
Burnt baby burnt.
Ugh. So,
The sequel to Burnt Baby Burnt. Burnt Baby Burnt.
burnt. Oh, speaking of that, is the oven, how's that stuff doing?
Oh, God.
Because I could smell it.
4 minutes
Okay, we're good.
till we save the world. Even though that song, 4 Minutes by Madonna, Justin Timberlake, and Timberland, I think it's less than 4 minutes, which really makes me upset.
Madonna was on some sort of like Twitch stream the other day,
Oh.
and she was acting weird.
Mm.
Anyways,
Well, thank God that we don't know her.
you forget how old Madonna is until you like look it up, and you're like, damn, what happened, man? I remember when Madonna was hot. I was in the same area as Madonna because I was in the movie A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own. We have the fan on in the kitchen, so we apologize. Anyways, I'm so sorry, guys. It takes me forever to tell a story, and if you are friends with me, you already know that. If you work with me, you already know that. I apologize. So, down the hall from the urgent care is the lab. It's just specifically why I went to this urgent care, because like I've been to lots of urgent cares. I've had some medical issues, Luckily, none that are life-threatening, but they were just very inconvenient. So when I get to the lab, it's wall-to-wall in that bitch. It's so packed. There's not a seat left. And Scott is like, remember, Scotty Sweatpants. Scotty Don't. Scotland, Ireland is with me. And he's like, you want to sit down? And I said, no, I'm going to stand here against the wall because, like, I was already just antsy.
Yeah, you want to get in.
I wanted to go home and lay down, man. And and this is also a tidbit of information that I'm sure nobody gives a shit about, but like I was definitely on my period, not in the mood for anybody's BS. We're gonna come back to that because like I'm gonna definitely tell this on the podcast because it was horribly embarrassing and I really haven't gotten to talk about it. In this waiting room, there were probably about 50 people. And this waiting room really can't fit that many people. I sign in, and I'm just waiting for somebody to call me back to a kiosk just to double check that like I'm there and I'm getting lab work done for ticks. I sign in, and 20 minutes goes by. In this 20 minutes, this elderly couple in front of me answers their phone.
Yes.
And they have it on speaker. And it's loud. It's loud. People down the hallway like can hear it, dude. They had to have. And this is like a big hospital. And she's very hard of hearing. And she's, hello? And whoever's on the other line is like, my car's dead. And she's like, what? She's like, my car's dead. I'm at the bank. What? You're where? I'm at the bank. And then she hands her fucking phone over to her husband, her super old husband. And she said,
who do you think was older, by the way?
Oh, that's hard to tell.
Okay.
Well, whoever was on the phone was definitely older than both of them
okay,
combined.
Continue.
And she hands the phone over to her husband, and she's like, who's talking? And he goes, hello? Hello? And it's still on speaker, so this has to be so loud in his ear. He'll, hello? My car is dead. I'm at the bank. And he goes, he looks at the phone, and he's like, it's so-and-so. I'm not going to say their names. Nina. I don't fucking know. It's Nina. Huh? It's Nina. Well, what does she want? And we're all like, her fucking car is dead, and she's at the goddamn bank, bitch.
She did. He is a bitch. He is a.
I didn't, but the lady next to Scott did. The lady next to Scott was not having it. She was just like, go outside and deal with it. And they were like, huh? What? She just kept closing her eyes like it was going to help her hear better. What?
They do say if you lose one sense, usually the other sense is...
Daredevil.
Please don't. I'm willing to talk about it. Go ahead. Well, no, I don't want to derail. I'm sorry.
Get to that.
Yeah, I don't want to derail. So, see, we're actually trying to we're being conscious about not completely
we're thinking about
leaning on our ADHD.
We're thinking about
a little bit too much tonight, but
this story is worth telling.
The point. Yeah, no, this was
a hell of a day.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, this is like 10 o'clock in the morning, and
yes.
And then they're going back and forth with the car shit, and 20 minutes goes by, and this phone call is still not resolved. We've just now gotten to the point where the guy is trying to find a tow company. They're in and are like, no, blank that out. They're in a town about 30-40 minutes away from where we are. I mean, at this point,
you didn't even have to say that.
Blank all that. Cut that out. Anyways, you don't. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that.
Why don't you also just tell them where we live? I mean,
No!
yeah. Just do that.
Never mind.
I mean, that's almost what you're doing.
Anyways, so during this 20 minutes, we find out like I should know their social security number. That's like, and he goes outside and he's like, she's like, do you want to call a tow company for you? And she's like, it won't start. Like she just keeps like, she can't hear either, the other lady on the other end, and she's like, she just keeps saying, I'm at the bank, it won't start, it's dead, it's completely dead now, it won't even click. And then so she's not giving him, which bank are you at? I'm at the bank. Well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of banks.
I mean, I'm thinking of at least 6 that come to mind.
By the 20-minute mark, I walked over to Scott. They hadn't even called me back to a kiosk. I see one guy walk back. He's clearly a preacher. He has these cool Macho Man Randy Savage sunglasses on, too. And I look at Scott. I grab him by the collar, and I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. We're fucking leaving. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I'm sure. Because he has to walk with me. And we all know Scott, A, does not wear a belt. And so, like, that's a problem sometimes. B, Scott's had a hip replacement. So, like, he does pretty good walking long distances. But sometimes...
Yeah, he does. He does a good job with that.
But, like, I've been with him since the hip replacement. And, like, I still get leery about him walking long distances. And so... And I was wearing him out. I bet he went home and took a big hard nap. Because I was like, this is bullshit. And I need my doxycycline. And now I can't even get in the fucking lab. And all we know is that bitch's car is dead. And then, like, how did they survive? I don't even know how they survive. I bet it took them all day. How would they even hear their name being called for the labs? I bet their name had been called 4 times.
I don't.
And they had not. They were just going to sit there.
It's very likely. It is very likely. Very likely.
So, I go through the urgent care, and I look at the receptionist, and I was like, "Listen, it's wall to wall down there, and I want to make sure that all of my labs are in, so I don't have to come back and do this again. I'm going across town." And I'm going to go to the other lab. And we'll go back to today because, like...
It's interesting how detailed that particular wording was and phrasing was to the receptionist. Because especially leading to today...
Yes.
How wonderfully opposite
because
that statement became.
I didn't want to go all the way across town.
Yep.
And
no, yes.
And then be like, we don't even know who you are, and why are you in here? God, so
right.
I get across town, we get to that lab, and Scott, because Scott had never been to this
right.
lab.
He thought just that was the only one, probably.
I had been to that lab because I had been scheduled to go there like a year prior, and I liked it. I was like, and you were there with me today.
Yeah.
And it's nice, it's quick. They've
off
got
the beaten
dog
path,
pictures everywhere.
Yeah, it's off the beaten path, and it's a small place.
Yeah.
Like, even the waiting room can only fit, I think,
like 10 people.
10 people, yeah. So they don't usually expect a lot.
Well, I go in there, and I'm like, Cynthia born. And they're like, yep, we got you here. And then she looked at it, and she was like, oh, ticks. And I was like, yeah. And then she was looking at my chart. And she was like, oh, ticks. Like, you've been tested for these a couple of times. And I was like, yes, my 3rd time. So let's just get this going. And so they got me back, and I was in and out. It was great. I looked at Scott, and I was like, hell yeah, baby. And so and then I get a text saying my doxycycline is ready. So the nurse practitioner listened to me, because when we left, that was like the question: are they or are they not going to prescribe me this evil drug that I don't want? And they did, and I was so happy. And I was like, oh yes, everything's gonna be just fine. And then I get to the pharmacy, And Scott's like, yeah, I gotta go in too. I got prescriptions too. And I was like, all right, well, I guess we'll walk in. Now, remember, I said I was on my period. Remember? And I thought, I wasn't even thinking about that. You know, I got my blood drawn, and I don't know if this had anything to do with it. But I looked down, and I'm bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Yep.
And it was so embarrassing because Scott was with me. And I mean, it was bad.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was like, I was going to try to make a disco bathroom joke, but like.
No, I don't think. I think it's just the sincerity of that story, like how real that is, like that.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was so awful.
I mean, it would be difficult to make a joke about that. I mean, you can go ahead and try.
No, it was bad. I was so embarrassed, and I was like, Scott, I can't go in there. And he's like, huh, what? And I was like, get over here. I can't go in there. And he's like, why? And I was like, oh my God, because like there are people around and I can't like just be like, because I'm on my period. And so we get back in the car and I was like, and obviously he could tell because it's visual at that point, and it's all in the seat and it was bad. And it was so gross. And he was mortified. We get in the drive-through line and I just keep apologizing.
Right.
I'm like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And he just like swats my forehead and he's just like, shut up.
Because it's not, you can't control that. And he's aware that you can't control that. So like he's kind of at a place of like, you can't get mad.
It really sucked.
It's just inconvenient. It's just really inconvenient. He felt probably sad. He was probably like, he probably knew that you felt embarrassed, but also probably the fact that probably you were in pain too.
Well, we get in the drive-through for the pharmacy, and he gets his stuff, and then they get my stuff, and that's when I find out that my insurance is terminated, but the Doxy was only like $18, so I was like, whatever.
But you also feel because this was the actual name brand and not the knockoff, right?
Last time I got the knockoff. And this time I got the name brand.
You got the actual name brand stuff. So you're like, I already feel like that's 10 times better.
Well,
so far.
So whenever I think when I did Doxy, when I had to take Doxy last time, I didn't really know what to expect until I started having adverse effects from it, and I was just so bloated, and then the diarrhea happened, and like, sorry. So I kind of knew what to do this time. I think now that having alpha-gal and not being able to eat certain foods like also helped with like I haven't had near as bad of an experience this time as I did last time. But yeah, I got home on Wednesday and I slept for like 4 hours because we were going to record the podcast on Wednesday and I was done. I still don't feel great, but I do feel a lot. Like I got through work yesterday and I was really happy with that. I just I don't have much of an appetite. I can tell I'm on doxycycline.
Sure.
So fast forward to today. I've gotten some of my lab results back, but none of the tick results back. And I was just like, damn, I was hoping I'd find out my tick results today. But my white blood cell count is low. And
glucose is high.
Bilirubin levels are weird. And that's what happened the last time. Well, last 2 times I've had a tick bite. And but the tick results weren't in. And so I was like, where are those? And then on because anytime I've been diagnosed with something, I know like days before my doctor calls me.
Yeah.
Like I found out I had Ehrlichia because with Ehrlichiosis, it's not a positive or negative. It's a number.
Yeah.
And it's a scale. And I had to Google AI that shit because I called the ER begging them to tell me whether or not this was negative or positive because I did not want to continue taking doxycycline and it was killing me. And they were like, yeah, you're fine. It looks like, yeah, it's not positive, so it must be negative. They were wrong. The emergency room was wrong. And I had to do all that. I had to figure out that, yeah, you do have it. And then the health department called me. And they're like, oh, you definitely have it. That's why we're calling you. So, yeah, fuck the ER. And no, they were great when we went in, though.
Not John Stamos ER, but just
of course.
regular ER.
Of course.
Regular general ER that we had experienced that.
Today,
she has experienced that.
We're going to do compliments soon. Today, I'm at work. And we're like, we got to record the podcast whenever we get off work. And I get a call from, and I'm, sorry. I got a call from the hospital, urgent care. And they said, hey, just let you know, like, you got to go back to the lab because there was a test that we missed. And I was like, and I did see that online, but I didn't think anything of it. And so I call you and I'm like, listen, as soon as you pick me up from work, we got to go right back into town and go right back to that lab that I was at because they missed a lab. And it had to have been the tick. Because she was just saying, because they just called me right before we started the podcast, and she was saying, hey, we're still waiting on your Lyme, and we were just making sure that you got that test, that lab done today. Like, yes. And the receptionist told me today that they've been having a problem losing files. And I'm like, but like, I live an hour away. Like, I live an hour away, and it's not easy for me to get into town to get these labs
Well, she was
done.
the one that even said that.
Yeah.
She was the one that even brought that up before I think that was even a thought.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, I had to get more labs done today. And so when the lady who I just talked to said, yeah, we're just checking on your Lyme. I'm like, not just my Lyme. Y'all tested me for, like, all of them.
Yeah.
And that was in that vial. So all this other tests that I have right now, like, I don't care about any of that shit. The stuff that I needed to know.
Right.
I've been waiting. We've wasted 2 days. So
Yep.
I'm very glad and very grateful that they prescribed me doxycycline on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So I could start treatment. It's like, yeah. I'm not going to get into our medical system and how much it annoys me, but like I've had to deal with it a lot since having alpha-gal and ehrlichiosis and the tick bite. And I can tell you this, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I've dealt with a lot of negligence and a lot of people not knowing, like, they have to Google search stuff. They're using AI. I mean, whatever. I could go all day. But anyways.
You can see that on the Patreon that doesn't exist.
Yeah. At some
the
point.
exclusive content.
Yeah, you'll be able to look at our x-rays.
So the moral of everything is
fuck ticks. And I really hope that, hey, don't turn your phone on speaker when you're waiting to get your labs done. I don't care how bad your hearing is. Just don't answer your phone. That chick's still going to be at the bank with a dead car. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you're pretty much saying
they
that you
didn't help her.
You hate old people. That's what it is. That's what the moral of it.
I don't hate them, but
You
they
hate
have
them.
their place.
No, you hate them.
They have their
You
place.
hate them. Clip it.
Listen.
Hates old people.
If you were in that lab,
What the fuck are you doing to your pants?
if you were in, I'm just thinking about how angry I was. Like, oh my god,
fuck.
That was the worst.
I didn't know they could stretch like that.
They're
The
bell
hell?
bottoms.
The hell? Oh, are they?
Do you want to bring Petey out here for compliments?
Sure.
We're trying to keep this at an hour tonight because it's been a long day. And we would like to walk him, even though it is getting dark. He just needs to go, and we just need to take him together. And I got a bright blue shirt on. Shout out to Dat Dogs, New Orleans, Louisiana, Dat Dogs. Dat Dogs is the bomb. I can't eat Dat Dogs now because I have alpha-gal, so whatever. But they have veggie dogs. No, maybe they don't. Maybe I'm lying. Oh, look, Bob. Come here. You had to go into timeout because you were not being very sweet. Are you okay? Come here. Compliments. Can I go first?
Sure.
So I know we had a really long, nice conversation on the way home,
We did, yes.
Today.
Yeah.
and I know Caleb Hammer. We were gonna listen to his appearance on Rogan
Mm-hmm.
because I like Caleb Hammer a lot. And
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
too. And we ended up talking like the whole time.
We did,
Instead,
yeah. We had it ready to play.
We reminisced.
Yeah.
We reminisced about who we were in before we met each other
Yeah.
and things that we went through, and I cried. I cry often.
We've discovered that, yeah.
And it just,
I don't think you even realized it until I said it on this show.
I really do cry often. It's all valid. I'm just happy to cry. You know,
Yeah,
there was a long time where I didn't cry.
Yeah, isn't it a beautiful thing?
It is.
It really is.
It is. It's good for the nasal cavity too. To sometimes
Yeah,
you just need to blow
that's what
your
everyone
nose.
focuses on when they cry.
So
Oh, thank God for my nasal passages.
thank God my nose hasn't been broken ever. Yeah. So, just having those conversations with you, and these conversations, and like you being there for me this week, like I can't tell you. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have what's the word I'm looking for? An advocate. Like you are truly an advocate. Like you're truly somebody that, like, even though you don't understand what I'm going through, you see it and you live it, and you know you're the only person that knows kind of what it's like. And I just appreciate your patience, and I appreciate and love your kindness and how much time you've taken just to like take care of the animals, Petey and Curly, the babies, when I haven't been feeling well, and trusting me with, like, hey, I'm really not feeling good, like I'm sick, and not making me feel bad. And like I especially like last year, and like I was even second guessing myself, like, what if this isn't a tick bite, and what if this isn't, and you're like, listen babe, you need to trust your gut. And I'm so glad I did with the alpha gal. I would have never in a million years thought I had alpha gal. And like, you trusted me and you really pushed me to go to the doctor, and I'm just so glad that you did, because now here we are. And having conversations with you today and thinking about when I first met you, I've never been more sure of anything my entire life, that no matter, and I said this the day that we got married, but I went through hell. I went through so much bullshit. And I would gladly do it all over again if I knew you were on the other side every time. I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's buckle up, baby. Let's fucking go. Because Freddy's right there on the other side of this fucking bullshit, of this hurricane. Freddy's going to be right there. And I wake up every day, I'm just like, thank God I'm here in this house. Like, thank you, God. It's just like, I'm so grateful for the life that we have now. No matter the hardships, no matter what happens, no matter what, I know that, like, we got this. And as long as we just keep focusing on that, like, we got this. It's going to be fine, because nothing is as bad as the shit that we've gone through before. Like, and not only that, we've got each other. And I love you.
That's God, you should have went last, because mine's not gonna even come remotely close to.
It doesn't have to.
No,
babe.
I know, and I know that, like, it's so God, it is weird when realizing you are on camera doing this. Obviously, it's like we made the decision to do it, and I know, like, I don't know how to. I take it in so much, and it means so much to me. But like, it's hard for me to accept the compliments always, and I know they're true. I just, but it really means a lot to hear that, and it was like, I mean, I it's kind of in the same vein, but not exactly. I think the one thing I focus primarily with my compliment is I've gone, as both of us and everyone out there has gone through their own trials and obstacles and trepidation, stuff like that, and my concern is always feeling like, everyone has their individual journey on that, and you don't want to come off like, oh, well, mine's more unique than so-and-so's, Like, everyone's going through journeys of grief. Everyone's going through journeys of depression, anxiety. Even if they're not prone to those things or have experienced those things, there's some type of ways that they're getting that those experiences are happening to them. They're affected by it. And, talking about my story of, like, things that have happened in my life, the loss of close people in my sphere, and then my own journey, which, we don't want to dive into right now. I'm more than happy to talk about it on another episode. But the challenges of the personal pitfalls and realizations and the maturity that comes and the growth that comes with it. And I always feel very guilty of embracing that because I don't want that to be a crutch. I don't want that to be an excuse for certain behavior that I have, because I'm trying to not live in the past. Because I'm recognizing that I'm allowing it to affect me in some ways in my life, and I still do. And you make it a point, though, to go, it is unique, though, and you need to embrace it, and because you need to also accept it. Because there's a difference between embracing it and then kind of allowing it to dictate your behavior, your patterns, and then allowing it to dictate what the future is. But it's also the fact that if by embracing it but then accepting it and saying, what have you learned from all of this to move forward and change the narrative and make the narrative what you want it to be. And that's been the most helpful thing that I've ever had from anybody. And I think it's just because of the way that you have allowed me throughout this relationship to be very open and transparent with my emotion. And I think in turn, just you and I do feed off each other very emotionally, where we pick up on things where it's almost unspoken. It's never, even when it comes to small things, like if like one of us is not doing well, where like if we're sick or something, and clearly like if like I'm in bed or something like that, and you've already done like, taken him for a WALK, or you've already made dinner and everything, you're not gonna, it's kind of an unspoken agreement of like, hey, I'm gonna take him out. I'm not gonna ask you to take him out. But and then in turn it's the same thing. Like we just have that unspoken language of like advocating and just kind of doing things for one another. And I feel that way also just in the vein of kind of in my mental health and kind of being able to recognize my past and being okay to embrace it and not feel bad about that. Because that's the thing. I would always feel bad about it. And so it's nice to know that it's okay to live my truth and not feel like I have to like hide it, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I guess my story, I guess. The truth of my story. It's like I know I sound like really dicey in explaining it, but like it's hard for me to describe. But I just know that it means I feel empowered because of you. I feel empowered.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Petey, do you have any compliments to give?
You want to howl? You want to howl for everybody?
We'll end the show with a howl and
We'll do a quick good evening. Not the whole song.
Okay.
Like a quarter of it.
Right. Good evening, my little pretty Petey boy. Do 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 do. Oh, he's my pretty boy.
Good boy. Oh, okay. Hey, we love you. Those good howls. Those are the best howls you ever did your whole life. This is a good boy.
We love you, Bobber. I love you.
I love you, babe.
I love you too.
Give me a kiss.
We love you. We love you, Bobber.
We love you so much. Oh,
We love
yes,
you,
we
big
do.
boy.
We love you.
Good boy.
Peace out. D-Town down. We'll see you on the flippity flop.